there, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's kind of a follow-up video from the Legendary Drive carving video that I did the other day. The reason that I'm doing this video is I don't normally engage with the trolls. I don't normally get involved in that kind of crap, and the reason for that is I just can't be bothered. You know, most of the people that kind of troll your videos are in the late 40s. They still live at home with their mum, and the mum still bats them. So I've got no time for that shit. But one of the things that does happen when you do engage with the trolls, especially in the comment section, and I'm going somewhere with this story, is that they fail to forget that the more interaction that you have with them, it keeps your video in the algorithm, and that's a good thing. So a nice gentleman who's now been blocked from the channel just because it got a little bit out of hand, was telling me that the Legendary Drive needs an amp. It can't be on its own. It has to go into an amp. I didn't know what I was talking about. Blah, 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 blah. Living in my mum's basement. My mum still bats me at 7 o'clock. I'm 47. So I thought, well, let's just put this quick 3 blocks together. It'll be a really quick video just to show you kind of, you know, how you can use this pedal on its own, just into a speaker, just into delay. So let's do that. Some things that I have done to it, obviously to get it to wake up a little bit, I've turned the drive up. I have got the bass down, the mids, the treble and the presence up, obviously because it's catered to kind of the Seymour Duncans in this guitar. I'm using the Hot Rails in the Dave Murray, which is my #1 guitar. Dual cabs, you'll notice from yesterday there's no kinky boost in between, just couldn't really be bothered putting it in there, but you could if you wanted to. 4x12 Greenback 25 and 4x12 double XL V30. Now if you were going, well, 3 blocks, how do you then get your reverb and your delay? Well, you would use the Helisphere because it's got both all built in. So can we get a huge tone without an amp, just into a speaker, just using that one pedal? Well, let's see, shall we? When your mum takes you out the bath, mate. I think that pretty much answers my question. So as a basis of a very, very quick patch, and as a basis of something that you wanted to build on, this is a good starting block. Now you could, if you wanted to, just leave it at that if you were doing some kind of, you know, home kind of jam session thing and you didn't want to overcomplicate thing, which was another thing that somebody said to me a few months back about Helix and modelers. You know, that typical kind of, I got a real valve amp and I've been gigging a valve amp for 77 years. The modelers were too complicated and you need to put all kinds of things in to kind of make it sound good. Well, clearly you fucking don't, do you? Just a little bit of patience and, you know, kind of just knowing where to put stuff and how to dial it in a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not complicated. It's not science. If it was, then I'd be a doctor. So there you go. That's the settings for the Legendary Drive. I will put this on custom tone if you want to take it away and have a little play with it. For me, these were the best dual cabs that I thought fitted this, and that Helisphere was definitely the best thing for effects on the end. You could again throw the tile on the end and make it sound even bigger. You could put the retro reel on the end and kind of tidy things up a little bit. You could put an EQ in there. Do whatever you want. If you do go and download it, come back and tell me what it's all about. And yeah, hopefully we don't get no more trolls thinking that they know better than me, while their mum still bats them at 47. Have a good day now.